Okay, here we are. I've got my supplies set up and I've got my knife and gonna do my first etching job. I've got my Radio Shack PCB etchant solution here. Cost me like 14 bucks out there. And I've already got it poured into the jar. Kind of measured up. I put a little bit more than I needed to, obviously, for this little guy. I'm only gonna etch it up to the blade, just around there. I don't have to be too clean with it since I'm never gonna put scales on this little guy, but that's all I plan to do. I might work it up a little higher. We'll see. Got my jar of water to stop the etching process. Of course, have nail polish that I pillaged from my girlfriend's nail polish collection, and nail polish remover. And I've got some paper towels. Oh, and just in case, I do have a vinyl glove in case I do need to put the gloves on at any point. Probably don't, but so the first step is to polish up the blade. Nail polish up the blade, that is. Oh, without knocking the camera over. Not the blade, the cutting edge. Well, I'm gonna put it down for this part. And of course, the reason for this being you don't want the acid to eat into the cutting edge of the blade, because, well, then you're gonna have to reprofile your blade, and that will suck. And because this is my first time doing this, I'm going to totally probably overdo this, but you know, I want to be safe. Even though this is not a very expensive knife, still I don't want to end up screwing it up, so okay. And actually, as I'm doing this, I'll probably let the nail polish drip down if it begins to drip down. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to how this looks in the camera. Of course, if you're doing a folding knife, I haven't done one before, but the thing about folding knives is you want to make sure to, if this were the pivot hole, you want to get all in the pivot hole. Make sure the acid doesn't etch away at that pivot hole, or any locking surfaces. Gotta make sure it's good and protected. Let me just refocus so you guys can see a little better detail of what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm gonna try to kind of glop on some more, because I want to see some of this drip down the side of the blade, just to give it kind of a more random pattern, I guess. And it's not gonna happen, is it? I need to like really use some of this stuff up. Hopefully I might do a little bit more on the tip there. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, well, let it drip. And I don't know, you know, if I don't like how the nail polish looks, I'm gonna try not to be too picky and like redo it, you know, the nail polish part, that is, because I don't know, already I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. Well, alright, I should probably work on one side at a time, huh? Whoa, 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 where's this gonna go? Okay, there it is. Well, I don't know about this, guys. We'll see. I told her I wasn't going to use that much, but that's kind of not true, I think. this is starting to look kind of like too much nail polish. Crud. Okay, I'm gonna cut and I'm gonna kind of wipe some of this off. I think that's a little, I don't know. I wanted to etch some of the blade away, right? Okay, we'll be back. I'm at this with much of a strategy, so man, I really don't know. This is probably gonna look really terrible, but oh, screw it, you know. Okay, I don't know, that's kind of interesting. I'm gonna try that same kind of swishing brushstroke thing on this side too. Oh. I don't know, what do you guys think? Not that I can hear your answers right now, but could be interesting, right? Maybe. Looks like a bunch of birds or something like that. I don't know about this side. This is like just not quite as artistic looking, but kind of get some over those holes. Might be kind of cool. All right. Well, okay. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go with that. Put the top back on while this dries out. What's going on? Come on. Okay. Alright, and as you can see, I've already got a piece of cord knotted on the back of this knife here. This is gonna allow it to hang in the jar, and I'm gonna put the top on it to kind of just hold it in place so I don't have to hold it. And we're gonna let it go for, I don't know, I've heard different things. I think maybe we'll try 10 minutes first and see how that goes. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should make sure there's like, oh crap. There's a, you know what, I'm gonna put a little bit more on the edge there, just in case. Just in case. Alright, we're back here for just a second while I secure the knife into the jar and start the process. Nail polish is all dry. Wanted to be thorough about that. And here we go. In she goes, and it's hard to get it level, which I guess we'll go to about there. Okay, put the top on. There we go. Oh, it's a little higher than I wanted it to be. Okay, let's get Okay, that looks good. That's about right. Okay, so well, I'll be back when we're done. You know, this might be okay because this sandpaper is pretty, this part is pretty heavily used, so. And then hold on, I'm gonna put the cap back on. I don't want to spill that. Put the cap on the water. Don't want to spill that either. And I'm just gonna shift this over to kind of move it into the plane of view for you guys while I and there it is, the somewhat finished etched CRKT Doug Ritter what was it, RSK Mark V. You know what, I do kind of like it. It's interesting. Let me see if I can zoom in even closer for you guys, really see some detail. I might have to. There we go. Okay, there it is. Pretty cool detail. I mean, I kind of dig that. And that side really does kind of look like a flock of birds flying off, doesn't it? It's kind of neat. I don't know, it does to me. And I tried to do that where I kind of let the etching take away some of the, you know, the labeling on there. So not bad for a first try, I think. I'm actually, I don't know, as I look at it some more, I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of messed up the blade with that sandpaper. I might have to repolish it. I think I'll do that and take some photos, and if maybe put them up for you guys at the end of this video or something, if I can be motivated to edit it. But alright, well, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful for you. And yeah, well, have fun. Try it out, be safe. You know, this stuff, these chemicals it's a strong acid. You know, you want to always be safe with this kind of stuff. But yeah, alright. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.